All right, 7 o'clock and a full meeting. Good morning, Rotarians. Welcome to Sunrise. How's everybody doing today? It's been an interesting week for me, but first let's get into introductions. Do we have any visiting Rotarians today? I'm watching the list here. I haven't seen any pop on yet, but if not, how about Rotary members? Interact, I see Sari, I see you there. Anybody else with you?
I'm with Interact too.
Yes. And
Hi, Ava.
I'm Lila too.
Hi,
I'm
Lila.
from Interact as well.
Hey, welcome back. Good to see you. And any guests of Rotarians? I saw Sophie brought a guest today.
Yeah, I have a guest, Robin Jensen. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Robin. I'm a Humboldt local. I'm a registered nurse, and I participated in Interact when I was in grade school. I've been kind of looking around, wanting to get more involved in my community now that the hardest part of nursing school is kind of passed for me, and I was invited to just come in and listen and see what you guys are about, and I'm really excited to be here. So thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Good to see you. And I do see Colleen and James up here on screen, who are really all of our guests. Would you like to unmute and introduce real quick?
Okay, so good morning. Can you see us?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so Colleen here, James here. We've got Roger McDonald, Superintendent of Northern Humboldt. We've got Mike Williams of the Jogging Shop. So the A team is here.
Wow. Wow, that's a great crew. Looking forward to hearing what you have to tell us about the track. And Shoshana, hi. Shoshana is our featured presenter today. You want to unmute and say hello?
Good morning. It's so nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Always great to see you, Shoshana. And I know that we'll be introducing you formally later for your program. All right. Looking ahead, just a few housekeeping items. We've got opportunities in the club, still seeking to host families for the potential of Rotary Youth Exchange next year. If you are interested or know somebody that is, please contact Claire Regina. For our club webmaster, I know I saw somebody in the chat last week, but I cannot remember who. So whoever that was, please contact Barbara and or Maggie about being our club webmaster. And hey,
I think it was Angela.
It was
Angela.
Angela.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the call out, Maggie. Angela, we'll look forward to you reaching out to Barbara and Maggie.
No, that was not me.
Oh, darn. Oh, darn.
She tried.
Sorry about that.
It is now.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Hopping back to introductions right here. Dustin, I just saw you pop on. Our illustrious district governor, District 5130, and beloved club member, Dustin Littlefield. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
For Treasurer 2023 and forward, Sophie would love to tell somebody about that position. You don't have to be an accountant to do this or a CPA, but she'd love to tell you all about it. Translators for our club brochure, we do have it in English and Spanish now, and we'd love to talk to anybody who has fluency or access to fluency for any of the other languages in our local community to get that brochure translated. So contact Barbara or Maggie on that. Spring fundraiser suggestions, they're rolling in. There's some great ideas we're seeing. So I'm really looking forward to bringing them to you next Friday. But you're not out of time. Please submit them by Monday next week. And if you've got something, even if it's a half-baked idea, send it on in, please. We can put something together with it. And then our future Sergeant of Arms, at Arms, Nick, would be happy to tell you what that's all about too. So lots of things that you could do in our club that would be really great. We'd love to have a update from AJ and the Community Service Committee. I know they met, I think it was last night. Is that right, AJ?
Wednesday morning, yes.
Wednesday morning, okay.
Well, thanks, Ian, for this opportunity. For this latter half of the year, we have some irons in the fire. Right now, we're in the planning process for the rainwater catchment system at Peninsula Union School. On February 2nd, we're going to pitch the project to the class, and the class gets to pick, I guess each student group will get to pick which project, and this I think will be one of the top contenders. For the pitch, we would love to have someone who could come out and take photos. Romy and I are going to go share this project with the class, and so if anybody wants to come join us and help us share the project and with our PR committee, Maggie would really appreciate any photos that we could share, just to share with the community so that they can see what we have going on. And then the project itself, 4 more hands-on opportunities will be scheduled later in the spring. So stay tuned for that. Our next community service meeting, which is February 16th, I'm going to respond to John here. The pitch for HSU is February 2nd at 3 p.m. and it's in room science D5, and I'll put that in the chat when I finish up here. Our next community service meeting is February 16th, and we've invited Cooperation Humboldt to come present to us a mini garden project that we'd like to, I guess, place in northern Arcata. And the goal is to create 10 mini gardens for 10 families. And we're going to partner with Punya to track down some families who would really appreciate and need a garden to help supplement what they have going on at home. Let's see, I think we already talked about the point in time count. Maggie shared that, or we're still looking for volunteers, and they're meeting at 6 a.m. on the 26th at the Arcata House Annex. You do have to sign up through the website. So use that link that Ian shared. We're working out a program for community service mentors for our mainly high school students. And so Mike has been in communication with Arcata High, and I know Interact is pretty active there, but we'd like to see if we could offer some additional recognition for those who achieve a certain number of hours of community service. And so he just recently went to the McKinleyville Rotary meeting, I think it was yesterday, and he's going to report back to us at our next meeting to see if we can get a partnership going. And we'd love to have some mentors for those who want to share your spirit and energy around community service. He's also checking in with the Vets Hall to see if we have some hands-on projects. I know there's always something that needs painted or worked on over there. So we're going to have some additional updates there. And then lastly, Maggie did share it. We have Adopt a Highway this Saturday from 10 to 11:30. And we're meeting out on Samoa, the Manila community. Help me out here.
Go ahead, Carol.
It's at the Humboldt Coastal Nature Center.
Nature Center. Yeah.
Yes, where you'll get your equipment, and it's going to be a spectacular day on Saturday. It's a great day to get in a quick hour and a half of community service that makes an immediate difference.
And Carol, 2 questions. What time should we arrive? And for the interactors on the call, is there a younger age limit for this activity?
Yeah, to participate in Adopt a Highway, you need to be 16. And if you can come at 10, I'll be passing out safety equipment, give you a quick safety pointers, and send you out for a stretch of highway. And if we can get a big turnout, it'll go really fast. Maybe even an hour could do it, depending on how many people we have come.
Thank you both. Thank you, AJ. Maggie, did you have anything to add on our point in time count? I know that's coming right up, and how's signups going?
There's only a few of us doing it right now, but what I just want to encourage you to think about is that if we don't count all the people who are sleeping outdoors, we lose funding locally. The money, this count goes to the big count in the sky where they allocate the money for homeless services in our communities. So if we don't count them, it's not like when we get less money that we'll have fewer homeless. We'll just have fewer resources to serve them. And as a person who doesn't readily get out of bed in the winter to go outside in the dark, I can say that it's, I'm doing it because I get to get up out of bed in a warm house and go out and do this. And so I just encourage you to consider taking some time to do this. It's a good opportunity also to learn a little bit about just how some people are living their lives. And you don't have to do it in Arcata. You can sign up if you prefer to do it closer to where you live. You can still sign up and get assigned to that area. So I just really strongly encourage you to consider it. We will lose money if we don't count everybody. Thanks.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, AJ. Really appreciate the update. It's great to see how active our committees are, including yours. Thank you. I'd like to please welcome Coach James Washington and his great team of cohorts there. James doesn't know it, but he knows it. He's been an inspiration to so many of us over the years, especially all of those of us who have been in Arcata and grew up in that community with track and field and cross country especially. And I remember specifically when I wasn't at all good at running, he just said, yeah, you're not that fast, Ian, but you're still getting around the bend and making it all the way back. So keep trying. That was a long time ago, James, but he's here today to talk to us about a project coming up for Arcata High, and it's pretty cool. And they sent me a PDF here. I'll try and bring that up here so hopefully everybody can see this if it comes up. Is that visible to everybody? Okay. James and crew, the floor is yours, and I'd be happy to scroll this as you need.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for attending this morning, and also Colleen and Mike giving an opportunity to get up early in the morning. The reason I'm here is to try to get you guys to donate X amount of dollars to help with the track fund. Basically, I think you have a breakdown on the sheet of the thing that we need. And most important thing that we need is going to be bleachers and timing system and press box that we're working on right now. And the price is on the sheet. If you look down there, and it will tell you how much everything. So basically what I've been doing is I put on the turkey trot, Reed Elmore and I from College Redwood put the turkey trot on, and we net $3,380. And I'm going to put on a Mother Day raffle, which will be starting in February, and help generate funds to for the track. And I was going to put on a Valentine race, but I'm have to wait until next year to do that. And we're just asking you for a donation. If you can donate, we'd be appreciated to get the track going. And estimate for the track to be done, we're looking at probably May or June, because there's so much left of there to be done. And you can't put the rubber surface down until about spring or summer, because you have to predict the days when it's hot. And right now we're not getting as many hot days. So it's going to happen. And when it does happen, what I like to do, and I have a team here, Colleen and Mike, we're going to have a celebration. We'd love for you to come and walk around the track. Any day you want to, we can do that. We can walk around and view the track and view what we have right now and what we need. And you understand if you just walk around the track. So anytime you want to come, my number is 707-298-9396. Thank you.
Thank you, James. I understand that there's a matching donor in our community that's helping these donations come in
Yes. Did it come back? Did it come in?
They're talking about.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, Rob. Rob is a friend of mine. With the Humble, we really good friends, and so every amount dollar that we get, he will match it. So if you give $30,000, he'll match 30. If you get 25, he'll match that also. So, which is very good on his part and things. So I'm hoping that that we be able to get a fund from you guys and match this and move forward with this project.
And you know, some of these images in here, it's been a while since I've been down Sunset Avenue there. Is that in construction and to that point now?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, they right now I would say they are I would say 3/4 way done. Yeah, 3/4 way done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's coming.
What a
It's coming
resource.
along. Yeah, and so a month ago they just put the gate up and fences and everything, and that way people won't drive in when they actually start putting the rubber around the track.
This is kind of the overview of the complex, and I mean that's full scale. It's got all three major high school type sports there, and you know,
Yes,
as always, the track is really the centerpiece of the whole deal.
Right. Yeah, there are baseball team, there are soccer, and the football and track.
And it'll be open to the community.
It'll be open to the community. So it's you want to run around it, you want to walk around it. It's all available for you to do it.
What a great resource. And
yeah. So
you know,
okay,
go
sorry.
ahead.
So basically, right now, in the track account, we have 38,750, and then in the Coast Central, we have 10,500. So you add those two up, we have $49,250 as we speak today.
Okay. And was there a top number on that matching funding?
Up to 150.
At the 150, yeah.
Wow. 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 Well, that's fantastic. What a great opportunity for everybody to contribute to getting this wrapped up and have all the accessories and essentials that it's going to need to make it a really great place. I see your hand up there, Dick.
Yeah, I have a question and a statement. My question is, James and anybody else who knows, that field had always had major drainage issues, which is why it wasn't used a whole lot. How did they fix that? That's my question. And then I have a statement after that.
Okay, they definitely spent a lot of money. They dug down and put in covers. They put in, I would say, probably about 30 covers, and the water drained down and have been in the issue as we speak right now. It's been raining a lot, and it's not muddy at all. It's really good. They did a great job putting all the covers in, doing all the things they're supposed to do. I'm not an engineer on covers and everything, but I know that because I walked down there when it rained and the field dried out fast. So you get a chance, if you want to walk down there, and you'll understand what I'm saying about that. And you'll be shocked. I was shocked also. Yeah.
I was going to add one thing too. I was on the Northern Humboldt Union School District Board at the time that, you know, some of these bonds were going out. And what happened is we had looked at lots of alternate sites, knowing that the drainage was so bad there. We looked across the street and, you know, down on Alliance, etc. And there really was not anything better. The problem with it, though, is that the $3 million that was allocated for that project complete, it was all used on the drainage issues. Yeah. SHN was involved, there were people from out of town. And so millions of dollars were spent just on that. And so what happened is it was the last bond, I think the Measure N, that we had to go back out to the community to actually get the thing done. So you are spot on. It was a serious problem down there.
Absolutely. James, we have someone you might know in the running community here. Kenneth is on the call. Ken, do you have anything to say about this project?
No. Oh, you talking to me? Oh. Were you talking to me?
Ken, are you still on the call? I saw you come up there in the chat.
Okay. Oh, I was say I didn't know what Ken.
That's okay. Ken,
Hi, can you guys hear me?
There he is. Hi,
Sorry,
Ken.
I had it on non-video. Yes, I worked with Coach James for the last couple of years, and he's definitely the most humble person I know for the last couple of years, and he has an endless smile and just brings so much life to every single person he's touched. No matter what kind of talent you have, every person I've met, even on here through work, he's shown how much love you can have and how much talent you can have without even knowing it.
Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I know, James, so many here feel the love for you that you've given the community over so many years, and we're definitely behind you on this project. So thanks for filling us in.
If we were in meeting together, we would be standing, giving you a big, big ovation. We love you, James.
Thank you.
So watch for those Venmos and the account to grow. I think you've made some connections here. Thank you, James.
I appreciate it. And we definitely are going to have you guys come celebrate when the track is open.
Fantastic.
Was
Thanks
there
again
an
for being
additional
here.
question?
Oh, yeah.
I think someone had an additional question.
Any other questions out there this morning or comments? Okay. Well, thanks again for filling us in. That's such an amazing project. And wow, I had no idea it was this far along. I got to get to Arcata more again.
Yes, just give me a call. We can go down and walk around the track and I can explain more, even more. Okay. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Colleen, before you leave, could you put the Venmo info in the chat?
I can. The Venmo actually is on that flyer.
Right.
And
we'll circulate it to the club after.
Okay, thank you.
After the meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mike and Nara, I think you have a question there.
Is there going to be an official dedication ceremony for the new facility when it's all finished and ready?
Yes, it will be.
Okay. Can that be a real celebration where people are invited, and at the same time, we could put together some kind of fundraising, maybe have food trucks available, maybe have some kind of entertainment. I don't know. This is off the top of my head. We could make it a real nice celebration and dedication.
Yeah, that can happen. Yes.
Well, if you need help organizing that or planning that or getting ideas for it, let us know. We'll put together a group and we'll help you organize it.
Okay. Yes, definitely. I would love to have that done by you guys. And also to close this off, we're gonna put a banner up, say who sponsored this. Sunrise Road with so that's one big thing.
We'll get this out to our committees and make sure that it's all under consideration for funding. But I do see a lot of individuals nodding here that we're going to be kicking in. So thank you, James.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, and good morning to you.
Good morning. Keep running. Under fellowship, this is another. We don't have to save the date because it seems to be coming at us from every angle. But February 13th, Fellowship Committee, do you have anything to update on this one?
I'll take a little stab at this right now. The Super Bowl's coming. We all sit around sometimes and kind of wonder, okay, what are we doing that day? We're not a lot of parties, but we're going to have one virtually. And I think it's going to be a good opportunity to just kind of hang out, get to know people, and talk and laugh about commercials and such. And to kind of give it a little bonus kick, we want to do one of those square betting situations where you donate or you buy tickets, buy squares, and we're going to sell maybe 100 squares total, maybe $10 a piece if we can get it. And that way the prizes will be $200 for each quarter. And then the final, of course, would be about $400. So it can be a nice little way to keep everybody's attention, make the game fun, joke about some of the commercials, use the chat, make comments, just kind of hang out with people on kind of a loose basis. So that's what's planned for the Super Bowl at this point.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you all putting that together for us. This came through my email yesterday, I think. Our friends at Fortuna Sunrise, the other Sunrise Club, are putting together a cruise through Dinner for Two. And as it happens, that's on the 12th, which is the day before the Super Bowl. And boy, to me, this sure looks like Super Bowl food. So maybe pick a couple of those up, stick them in your fridge and pull them out for Super Bowl, right? So let's not forget our friends in Fortuna and make sure that we're supporting theirs as they do ours. I know that there were many orders from our many friends in Fortuna that came through for our Taste of the Holidays and our Oktoberfest event. So fair play. Let's turn it about and support them too. We'll send this out to the club too with James's track information. From the board meeting, news from the board meeting. The board did vote February will still be on Zoom. I'm sorry, no hybrids yet. We'll see how it's looking toward the end of February and take a look at that again for March. We are researching options for increasing the 21-22 committee budgets out of what we call reserves, which is really money raised in past years to be expended in the community. And we in observing the expenditures, the committees are doing the great work of getting the money we've raised out into the community, but they're running out because there's so many needs. So by next board meeting, there will be enough data and deliberation to see what could be done there. And with all hope, we should be able to reinvigorate some of the committee budgets to carry us through the rest of the year. So watch for that. And then one of the things that's been a little longer term working on is the bylaws update proposal for making sure that our attendance requirements and participation requirements make sense. So I'd like to turn this over to Vanessa. She's done a great job of keeping it succinct and in line with what the club at large is asking. Vanessa, do you want to tell us about this and how we came up to this?
Good morning. So with all of your input, I tried to balance not having a mandatory attendance requirement, but really saying how important participation is. So I've at your leisure, you can read these, and I've rewritten it so there is nothing requiring your attendance, but emphasizing how important it is to this club. And I just tried to balance, the input with the vote, which seemed to create a nice little fence line for us to walk along.
I got to say, Vanessa, you did a great job of reaching out to the club and trying to make it both understandable and practical. And, frankly, some of the answers you got were kind of like, huh. So, let's have a requirement but not enforce it, or let's not have a requirement but enforce it. I think you did a great job of capturing the spirit of what everybody wants here. And so the proposed revision at the bottom of the screen there, the green language replaces the red language in the current bylaws if the club chooses to vote to approve this new language. And we'll do that in late February. So probably at the final Friday based on when we're starting the circulation of this. So this language will go out for circulation. If you have questions or comments about it, please contact any board member during the 30-day review period. And then we will bring it to the club for a vote about a month from now. So thank you very much for your work on that, Vanessa, and for everybody who was able to participate and express their intent and desires on that. Thank you very much. Nick, are we ready for a raffle?
Hey, sorry about that. Nick
Is it you
not
today,
feeling-
Romy?
Nick is not feeling well this morning,
Oh,
so
dear.
I've taken
Okay.
attendance, and I don't have the raffle stuff. So
That's
he
okay.
said there is no raffle this morning, but I'm sure if you bought tickets, that will be forwarded to next time. And sorry,
Absolutely.
Dick, I'm sure you would have been the winner.
Thank you, Romy. I appreciate the update. And we'll come back to that next week. So without further ado, I love the expression, Shoshana. We love an introduction for Shoshana here. You know, so many of us know who you are, and obviously many know you in the community. Greg, are you on the call? I didn't see you come on. But Greg,
I am.
There you
I
are.
have
Great.
the 1993 profile photo there. So, which is, you know, the 20 something to 20, 30 years ago me who doesn't know how to use technology. So, yeah. So we have Shoshana this morning. You know, I mean, introducing her is almost superfluous because we know her, but some of us don't know necessarily her role at Arcata Main Street, and that's actually where I interface with her mostly through my job with economic development. And so she's been very creative in that organization. She's been very creative in trying to, you know, keep the spirit of Main Street alive, the spirit of downtown alive during COVID. And so they does, as we all know, many great activities. And so we thought we'd have her come and talk to us today about what they've been doing and what's in the future as we, you know, continue to navigate the uncertain waters that we are in pandemic wise. So anyway, with that, I will just I'll turn it over to her and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Greg. And Shoshana, do you have any slides you'd like to share? Okay.
I did make a little slideshow for part of it. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem. I will stop my share and the screen is yours. Cool.
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to be here. Thank you for having me this morning. I'm not usually a fabulous morning person. I'm trying. I'm more of a midnight person. But I was going to represent two things today with our, oh, can you see that nicely? There we go. Oh, no, sorry. Too early. I can't do it early in the morning. Show my slideshow. Just go for it. Whatever. Oh, I can't find it because I did it already and it was great. There we go. Play slideshow. Okay, woohoo. So representing two different things right now. One of them is the Arcata Outdoor Events Grant, and that is a real creative thing that I'm so proud and excited about Arcata for helping get this together, because it feels like really the one thing that's come about in our area to really help event creators do their thing, because it's been so rough and so rocky and so ridiculous. I got pretty good at the spectator-free events plan submission thing with the county, and just some crazy thinking you had to do to be able to get your brain around spectator-free events that people could participate in. My brain seemed to be okay with that, but pivoting and swirling, of course, with every single thing we do all year. But that's what ended up being ARPA funds directed to the city of Arcata was able to direct toward the Playhouse Arts, with which I'm doing a part-time job to help people with the logistics to activate this grant. And local arts agency of Arcata recently designated. They are really making things happen in schools and lots of different programs, Humboldt Hot Air, which I'm also DJ on there, just so many things, but they're overseeing this grant to help events happen since mid-2021. It kind of came into actuality in August-ish. But it also has purchased some infrastructure, like staging, like the big canopy, the Star Stage canopy that our logo designed that based on, and a used stage and some sound equipment, a generator, and a circus tent coming very soon, which you'll be able to see in the field in the Creamery District soon, and some of the outdoor event permitting fees are accommodated by this grant, and some logistical support. So it's really cool. We've been doing it all over town, the plaza definitely, with art markets, markets and other events. The Creamery Field, that is where Open Doors administrative offices are. Tom Parrott is so accommodating for all the fun things. Redwood Park is possible. Carlson Park is a newer place that if you haven't seen that yet, events there have been pretty cool. You could do things at Crab Stadium and a lot of different places in the times they let you do that during the year. What kinds of things? Art markets, festivals, performances, parades, Arts Arcata, Holiday Fund, lots of kinds of things we've tucked under this grant. It's really allowed a lot of organizations to do their thing. One of my proudest moments ever was after North Country Fair was canceled. The Arcata Playhouse took on the All Species Parade, and the last Sunday art market with Arcata Main Street was able to accommodate not only the puppet slam by the sanctuary, but also the samba parade. And that was just an epic moment of the year. I think that was one of my really super favorite moments, when as much as possible until our grant funding runs out, of course. But we have these assets that can continue to help people, but there's some extra help for event creators. It doesn't pay artists, but it definitely makes it so much easier to put on an event so that you can use your meager sponsorship money or whatever you have, or to be able to pay the artists to do their thing. And lots of groups have been worked with this year. People can figure out how to submit an application, or it's like a Google form, just submitting intention to put on an event. People are at different stages, like I want this date, I want this location, or they're kind of fuzzy and they know they just want to do something. Then they can, I have a page at the Playhouse website where people can click on a button and submit their event that they want to put on in the community. We've put on a lot of things so far. I think that their target goal of people impacted by the grant was like 500. We've lots more people than that have gotten to be part of events. Lots of the Sunday art markets on the plaza, partnering with Main Street in the summer, and also the holiday series. Several outdoor Arts Arcata events have been experimenting with, because virtual just wasn't quite cutting it, but doing these little outside things have been successful. Small things, Dia de los Muertos screen printing event, All Species Parade, Halloween things, migrations. That was a really cool citywide use of all the little playgrounds and parks. Several events at Carlson Park. Kuna, with Cooperation Humboldt, has been contracted to do several events annually, and they've really been utilizing the resources of this grant. The Fall Festival with Six Rivers Montessori, which is trying to struggle to stay alive right now, if you know anyone who loves that school. And in 2022, we're excited about doing more Arts Arcata things in the center of the plaza, more events with Kuna, a summer concert series potentially, more art markets, family fun series in the circus tent. I'm sure you'll wonder about that, and lots more things. Just collaborating with different organizations. That's the Star Stage. It is so cool. It goes up in 20 minutes and comes down in 20 minutes, and the engineering's really fun, and it's great for bands. It pushes music forward. It has to go places without irrigation, so that's tricky on some spots like the plaza, but I'm determined to figure out a way to do more things. And that open area in the center of the plaza has been interesting to figure out how to use really well, but a cool space for events coming up. And that's my whole little slideshow there with some of the pretty pictures from the last several months of outdoor events. Any questions about that? Or I guess I could slip into the Arcata Main Street part 2 and do all the questions at the end. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. I had coffee and it's early, but I'm barreling on through. With Arcata Main Street, a lot of the things we've been able to do have been because of this outdoor events grant, to be able to make these the Sunday art markets happen, and Arts Arcata, and any little events that have been able to be possible. That roller skating event, we were able to sneak on the top of the Chamber of Commerce 4th of July parade last year, was super fun. We've been trying to get that going again. Something like that. Delta didn't help, and then it's like we didn't want to gather. We wanted to make that be kind of a celebration with HSU students coming back, but we've deferred that. But we have the ideas for doing something like that in the future. People really had some fun at that. We are really excited. We got nominated for the Chamber of Commerce's Hospitality and Tourism Business Leadership Award. So yay! So vote for us if you think we've done a good job. I've been really trying to develop memberships this year. That was something that was just kind of started in 2019 a bit, and then COVID happened and it's been reemerging. So it is not funded through tax dollars. It's got a little bit of support from the city of Arcata, but Main Street definitely is relying more on memberships and sponsorships and engagement from the local business community to keep things rolling, keep things going, and being able to offer more stuff for sure. We are doing a membership event at the Arcata Theater Lounge, hopefully on March 25th. The Community Ambassador Program Arcata is developing. Arcata Main Street is trying to be helping to develop that, to try to have this position would be a paid position, a couple people, they're designing the program, but it would be a team of people that would be able to help with promotion of activities downtown, business liaison-ish, and also like graffiti and talking to people, giving resources to folks, trying to be eyes and ears downtown to know what's going on and help make the atmosphere and good for people who want to come down, walking people to their cars. It's a developing program, but really interesting. And it's a pilot program, an experiment with COVID dollars to try and get that launched and established in Arcata. So we're trying to be involved in that. Excited to collaborate more with HSU. There's been talk of artwork on the project up at the footbridge to try to connect HSU to downtown, this kind of corridor, and we're really excited to do whatever we can to make the destination on the plaza a welcoming, happy environment for folks. What else? Season of Wonder and Light was lovely. The decorations we've had that Main Street's been having for like I think 8 years or so are falling apart. The garlands they've rusted, they're falling apart. We need to figure out something for decorations for downtown for this next year. So we're trying to start that early. And if anyone has any passions, ideas, thoughts that they want to put into it, now is a great time to chat about the decorations at the end of the year so that they happen. We can figure out a plan for some of that. So if you have any cool ideas, cool idea time is great. The coupon book, I made a coupon book for Awesome Arcata coupon book. Super proud and delighted about that. I found an old coupon book from 2005 in the storage unit and recreated it. And that was fun. I'd say the Samba Parade and the coupon book are some of my favorite things I've been a part of. We're working on developing Arts Arcata as an outdoor event, trying to pull and lure businesses to stay open a little longer to make that atmosphere of people walking around and enjoying downtown. And we've started a quarterly ticketed event. We did one in December that was a wine, chocolate, and cheese event that was super fun. We're looking to do that in March with more beer and bakeries, including like bread and cookies, and then having a couple of those a year. So those will hopefully be something to feature local makers and producers and be fundraisers for Main Street to diversify its income stream, because it's only been Oyster Festival all this time and we're trying to figure out Oyster Festival, and that is the most daunting and scary thing in my mind, but I keep getting connected with it right now. But we are looking at a 3-day event right now. It's still in kind of the COVID pivoting resilience, oh dear, what can we make out of this, that can actually really happen and be planned on happening now and be a solid, sure thing and be resilient and flexible and be able to pivot and swirl, as the my motto is for this whole like 2-year experience, is pivoting and swirling. And so we're definitely evolved enough with the ideas with the planning for Oyster Festival that we would welcome anyone who's interested in participating, or by the end of January it'll be really set up to participate in smoothly, but we welcome you. So any questions about any of that?
Wow. Shoshana. Wow. I feel a little bit like an underachiever this morning.
I'm exhausted.
And I'm part-time. I'm working 20 hours a week at Main Street. We just got an administrative assistant and a really cool intern from HSU. So it's so exciting.
So obviously open to questions, but just a quick comment. You know that Arcata Main Street can count on Sunrise if you need, we've got this little thing going on. I need 3 or 4 people versus we've got this big thing going on. We need 20 or 30 people. We're there for you. So just reach out. Any questions or comments? I don't even know where to start now. It's a lot.
We don't want it to get boring. We want it to be something happening.
Nothing boring about that. Any questions or comments from the gallery here? I've seen a lot of appreciation. I see Kenneth agrees with you. Coffee is life. Oh my goodness. So what is, I know Oyster Fest is, when we say that, you probably cringe because it's a big deal, but what do you have any tentative needs for human power at that event coming up?
I think so. What we're designing is a 3-day celebration of aquaculture, beverage makers, and culinary artistry in Humboldt County. Having the oyster judging has been happening as a tour, and thinking about something along those lines on Thursday, Friday being a real showcase on the makers, the aquaculture, food producers in our area, and utilizing potentially that really cool circus tent. No one asked about the circus tent yet. This is 40 by 80 foot circus circus tent that will be put upable in a couple of different places around town, but one is that Creamery Field that's on 8th Street. And this is going to be a red and blue epic circus tent, which will be so cool. It'll be up all April for the Arcata Playhouse's Family Fun series. So people will be able to see it up and about and have different community events that'll be happening around it and in it. And that'll be what we are looking at. So also, if other organizations want to use it the week before, the week after, it's cool when it's up for a little bit. So it's not easy to throw it up and take it down at the Star Stage. But then that third day, Saturday, would be more of a festival style event, but try to activate places all throughout the area that are excited about participating and really bring business to lots of places and people and organizations.
Fantastic. Carol, I think I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, I have a question. Wow, what amazing work you're doing. Thank you so much. It's overwhelming. A lot of us involved in different organizations. Are the organizations that you help with events and lend out equipment, is that just in the Arcata area? Is it the greater Humboldt Bay area? What are the guidelines for that?
For the Arcata Outdoor Events Grant, it is stuff happening in Arcata. We have a lot of places things can happen, but it's to support events in Arcata. And I wish that our county would do something at the same kind of idea.
No kidding.
It's really successful, and it's an interestingly designed idea, but it's designed to be like a template that could be used other places. This type of a grant.
I had in mind a sand sculpture festival we need help with, but yeah. Hopefully the county. That's a great idea. Great idea. To push.
Cool. This was definitely a creatively used. It's like about $100,000 grant. And it's been very creatively allocated to really have stuff that will stick around for a long time, and also some immediate resources too.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yay, sand sculptures. That's cool.
Any other questions or comments? That was a lot to take in. I'm just so impressed at how much you're getting done. Dick, go ahead.
Well, I just want to say I'm exhausted now. Holy moly. That was great presentation. Thank you.
If anybody has a 50-foot square diameter area, I can pop up that Star Stage and you can see how cool it is and get ideas for events. But Sundays have been really fun. Like, it's been really fun having some things happen on Sundays, to have an additional day of positive, lovely things happening downtown, and trying to get a summer concert series worked up for the summer. So that'll be something we're definitely invited sponsors to participate in. And wouldn't it be cool if there could be a summer concert series on the plaza and in Carlson Park, like simultaneously having something cool happen in both places. So yeah, if there's any interest in any of these things, come on in.
Maggie made a great point in the chat there. Depending on what we decide in our spring fundraiser, this could be very helpful if we do an outdoor event. I saw in one of your slides there, it looks like you have maybe a portable PA and that pop up, and what other sorts of outdoor assist resources are available?
Yeah, the PA is great. It has Bluetooth also, and speaker stands to be up on. It's not great if you're really, like a Marla Joy. She's in many bands. She thinks it's not good enough for her fabulous band. She'd rather use her own equipment, but it really works well for a lot of smaller bands or for playing music for events. It's good. It does a nice job for the markets that we have, unless Marla's there and she looks at it like disparagingly. But yeah, it works well. And we have a generator, Furman Whisper generator. We also sent someone off to Oroville to get this big stage. So we have 6 4x8 foot platforms for stages that it's about 12 inches off the ground, but it makes a nice smooth surface for having a band play outside without having to go rent a stage for $500. There is a stage available to utilize. Really heavy, you have to get it there, but that's a really nice thing for a lot of our performers locally, not have to perform on, because the places you can put the Star Stage are not the nice irrigated smooth grass. They're the ones with the gopher holes, and it's a little less smooth. So it's nice to have that, and the Star Stage tent and the circus tent and something else I can't remember right now.
Wonderful. Shoshana, how do folks sign up to set aside that equipment for use?
So they can I have many different, like all my different hats, but you can email Arcata Main so you don't get to the right place. But also Shoshana at arcataplayhouse.org is my site of me that helps to facilitate that. On the arcataplayhouse.org website, there is the outdoor events grant page. I'm trying to make it more visible, but under events right now, but I'm trying to make it more visible, and I'll pop the link to that in the chat too. So, but anyone could just reach out. I'll direct you to the Google form just so you can sketch it out. But definitely, the resources be available to Rotary events that are happening outside. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, Shoshana, thank you so much for updating us and filling us in. That, a lot of us go to one thing or another, but when you take all that in a whole group. It's so much, and it's so appreciated by our community. As we will be making a donation in your name in recognition for speaking here today to the Wheelchair Foundation that provides wheelchair access for people that could not otherwise afford it. So thanks again for coming to speak with us today. We really appreciate your energy, and please message also where you source your coffee, because I think we want that when we get back to our meetings in person.
Humboldt Bay Coffee Company, I think.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to see everybody's faces this morning.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. I sincerely feel like an underachiever now. Back to us. Like I said earlier, we're getting a lot of great ideas coming in, some dusted up things we've done, and some brand new that we've never even heard of. So I really look forward to bringing those next Friday. Again, there's prizes involved, so to speak. You get to, the prizes go to your choice of the things we do in the community. So please send those in by Monday, and we'll bring them all and vet them out. And then the following meeting, the first meeting in February, we'll vote on that. Let's see, I saw somebody popped into the chat there. 1 second. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shoshana. Appreciate that. And I don't mean to close on a down note at all. This is meant more to inspire you to live more. But my parting thoughts have to do with COVID in general, but also the loss of a beloved community member too soon. Hunter left us unfortunately untimely. But my parting thoughts today are in the form of a haiku. Once past, who are we? Just how we made people feel. Leave fond memories. Do what you can to live in this community to the best person you are, and leave fond memories. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Love you all.